Hello students, welcome to Accounting 1304, Introduction to Accounting 2. This is Dr. Mercado and we are getting ready to start week number 16, which is running from May the 3rd through May the 9th. This is our last instructional week. Next week is finals and we are done with spring 2021. So we need to make sure that we give it our best so we can end the semester strong. Okay. Now this week we have two things that we're going to be working on. The first is on completing your group project. You started your group project in week number 15 last week, and you're going to finalize it week number 16. So you had 2 weeks to work on this group project, so there's no excuses for you not to get it done. Okay, so you all need to complete your group project and then begin preparing for your final exam. I have provided the final exam review. That way, if you have any questions or concerns, you get with me this week. Okay, let me go ahead and let me jump over to Blackboard. And let's go into the week 16 content folder. Okay. So the first thing that you see on week 16 is your review for your final exam. It is very important. The final exam is going to be over chapters 13, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay. The final exam is worth 250 points. That is 25% of your overall grade. So I really hope that you prepare, you study, and you nail this and get as many points possible. Okay? All of the problems outlined in your review have been assigned previously in your homework. So you've had exposure to these problems. If you completed your homework, now you've got the feedback from Cengage to be able to go back and review, make any adjustments that you need to, study, prepare, all of that good stuff. Okay? So the final exam is going to cover calculating cost of goods sold and ending inventory using specific identification, FIFO, LIFO, and weighted average. Okay, so we're dealing with inventory. That problem is worth 40 points. Then we're going to deal with problem 16.9 that deals with uncollectible accounts using the percentage of sales and percentage of receivables. That is worth 30 points. Then we're going to be having a problem similar to exercise 17.2, which deals with calculating interest. That's going to be worth 20 points. Then we're going to have something similar to problem 17.10, which deals with notes receivable entries. That is going to be 30 points. Then we're going to have something similar to problem 17.13, which deals with notes payable entries. That is also 30 points. Then we're going to have something similar to problem 18.7, which deals with the straight line, declining balance, sum of years digits, and maker's depreciation methods. That will be 40 points. Then we're going to have a problem similar to problem 18A, which is to prepare a schedule to show annual depreciation and ending book values using the units of production depreciation method. That's going to be worth 30 points. And then last but not least, we're going to have something similar to problem 1910, which is a statement of partnership liquidation with a loss. That is going to be worth 30 points. So we're looking at 250 points here, okay? You are going to have 3 hours to complete the test. Students have 2 attempts and I keep the highest grade. Okay, students are not required to utilize the second attempt, but I highly encourage that if you don't get a 70% or better on your first try, you use the second attempt to try to improve your overall standing in the course. Okay, there will be no makeups, there will be no extensions. The final exam will be available Monday, May the 10th from 8 in the morning through Wednesday, May the 12th, 2021 at 11 p.m. So students have 3 full days to complete their final exam. Okay, please mark your calendars. The deadline for your final is on Wednesday. Early Thursday morning, I'll wake up and I'll calculate your final grades and submit them. So there will be very little room for you to contact me if you missed the test. I'll be submitting grades immediately. Okay, so make sure that you mark your calendars and that you know that the test will be available Monday through Wednesday of finals week. Okay. I also want to encourage all students to please, this is week number 16. This is the last and final week. Please go back into your Blackboard gradebook and review all of your grades. Make sure that everything's correct. If you identify any discrepancies, any errors, please contact me so I can review the information and make any necessary adjustments before I submit my final grades. Okay? So it is super important that you begin reviewing and preparing for your final exam. okay, which will be from May the 10th through May the 12th, okay? So that's done, okay? Now what do you need to do this week? You need to submit your group project. So I've created 2 assignments, okay? The first assignment is where it says group project number 1. That is where you're going to submit the actual project, okay? You're going to click on it, on the little hyperlink. It tells you here that it's worth 140 points. You're going to browse for your files, attach the file that you have completed, and upload it for grading, okay? Then we also have, where was I? Okay. So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna have your group project, and then below that you have your SelfPeer Evaluation, and we'll go through that in a bit. Okay. The group project. I've included the requirements, and I went over these requirements briefly with you last week. Everything is here of what you need to do. The PowerPoint presentation needs to be between 13 to 15 slides of actual content. This excludes the cover page and the reference page. So this is 13 to 15 slides of actual informational slides. Every slide needs to have notes ranging from 150 to 250 words. Okay, I do count the number of words. Okay, it is very important that you meet this requirement. Please make sure that you don't overload the slide with information. The slide should only have key points, key information, and then using the notes section, you verbally explain what's on the slide. Okay, please make your slide look professional, dynamic, include graphs, include charts, make it look nice and engaging to the audience. You don't want them to get bored. Okay, make sure you cite all of your sources within the notes section as well as the slides, okay? If you obtain the information from a source after the specific sentence, you need to cite it, okay? Don't wait till the very end and then give me a list of citations at the bottom. No, I need to know, okay, if you got this sentence from this article, I need to know that information. So you should be citing after the sentence, okay? So make sure that you practice your citing skills, okay? So all group members must participate in conducting the research, and also presenting the presentation, okay? So I will not accept any presentations that are missing audio. It is very important that all presentations have audio, okay? A title slide needs to be included in which you are only going to enter the names of the students that participated. If a student did not participate, do not include that person into the title slide, okay? A reference page also needs to be included, as well as in-text citations within the slides and the notes section of the PowerPoint. Please remember that when you are combining the different references from the different group members, that you need to go back and put these references in alphabetical order, okay? Plagiarism will not be tolerated. Please make sure that you paraphrase, that you cite your sources. All of that is super important to ensure that we are not plagiarizing, okay? Students are encouraged to include statistics, graphs, charts, and images within their presentation. Just make sure that it looks presentable, it looks professional, okay? Now this is what you're going to be researching on. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to define and explain in detail the importance of internal controls in a business. B, you're going to explain the effects or the impact the Sarbanes-Oxley Act had on reporting internal controls for a business. Explain in detail the 5 key components of internal control, which is control environment, risk assessment, control activities, information and communication system, and monitoring processes. You're going to provide examples to help better understand each of the 5 components of the internal control referenced in item C. And then E, you're going to identify and explain effective internal control procedures for cash. That includes receipts and payments, inventory, receivables, and payables. Okay? So, the group project is worth 150 points. That's 15% of your overall grade. Okay? 140 points will be allotted to the actual presentation. 10 points will be allotted to the SelfPeer Evaluation. Okay, very important. Only the group members that participate in the group assignment will earn the points. Okay, something very important when you are completing the SelfPeer Evaluation, it is mandatory, required that every single student turns it in. You don't turn in your SelfPeer Evaluation and you still worked on the project because you did not turn in the SelfPeer Evaluation, you're going to get a 0 for the entire assignment. So make sure that each student submits the SelfPeer Evaluation. So one group member is going to submit the final project. That's one submission per group. But when it comes to the self and peer evaluation, every single student is going to complete one. Okay. And I'll show you in a bit what it looks like. Okay. Just remember that it's one submission for the actual completed project. Make sure that you assign someone that's going to be responsible to submit the completed project. And no late assignments are going to be accepted. Okay. So once you completed the group project, this is where you're going to come and you're going to upload it. Okay. And then below that, we have the self and peer evaluation. This is a file that you have to download. Let me open it for you. Okay. At the top where it says student's name, you're going to put your name. Okay. Your name. Okay. And then you are going to fill in the rest. Okay. So you're going to enter your group members' names right here. Okay. Whatever they are. So this is going to be Rosa, Pedro, Juan, Luis, and Maria. Okay. You're going to enter their names. Okay. Well, one of them has to be you, so the last one will be me. You are also going to evaluate yourself. So I've got Rosa, Pedro, Juan, Luis, and then myself at the end. And then you're going to assign points to each of these participants or group members, okay? 0 being never, 1 being rarely, 2 being sometimes and occasionally, and 3 meaning all or most of the time, okay? So participated in a discussion, brainstorming of ideas. Then I'm going to give Rosa a 2, Pedro a 0, Juan a 1, Luis a 3, Claudia a 3. Okay, you're going to rate each of those students, and you're going to give them a score for each of the items. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items that we're looking at. 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 items we are measuring. So we need to make sure that we do that. After you're done filling in all of this information, you're going to go to the bottom and you're going to tally up the points. Okay, whatever the number of points are. Okay, you're going to go and do that. Once you've completed it, if you want to put extra comments down here, like you can put, well, Pedro never helped out. You know, we texted him and he never responded to our inquiries. Whatever you want to put. This is confidential. Only I'm reading them, okay? Only if there's a dispute between group members where one says, yes, this person participated, the other says no, then all requests for documentation as to see, you know, who can prove whatever they're stating is correct, okay? So this is a self and peer evaluation. You need to complete it to be able to earn the assignment points. Okay. So it is very important that you complete the self and peer evaluation, because if not, you're not going to get any points on any of your assignment, even though you put in the work and the effort. Okay. Okay. So that is what we have for week number 16. We're going to review for the final exam, but before we do that, we have to complete and submit group project 1. This is the second week that you have available to work on it, and you have until Sunday, May the 9th, to submit it, okay? These are the 2 assignments that need to be uploaded, the group project and the self and peer evaluation, to earn assignment points, okay? I recommend that you complete the project first, get that out of the way, and then you begin prepping for your final. If you have any questions on any of the items on your final exam or anything, and any questions at all, please make sure to contact me. I'm available. That way we can discuss and make any clarifications to any issues that we might have. Okay. So that is basically what we have for week number 16. One more week and the semester is over. We just need finals and then we can enjoy our summer. So let's go ahead and try our very best on our final exam so we can be able to pass this class, and then you can continue to move forward in your degree plan. Okay, so that is it. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and like I stated before, if you have questions, concerns, do not hesitate to contact me through Blackboard messages, email, pronto, regular text, or phone calls. Okay, my information is provided in the syllabus. Please contact me. Okay, so that is it. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and until next time, thank you.